Hello everybody, welcome to 1111 Butterfly Effect. Thank you all for joining my Divine Spirit and I here at the table. And we're going to toss it up a little bit and do something different today. And indeed, it's elemental, my dear twin flames. Yes, we love that show, Elemental, and we love Lucy Liu, and we love you. So we're dedicating this to it's elemental. It's really that simple. It's really so very elemental, right? It's all about fire, water, earth, and air, okay? This is what we have represented on the table right here is the elements. All four elements right here on the table. And no matter what your sun sign element is, no matter if you're a fire, a water, a earth, or an air element, you know, we are influenced by all four of the elements of the zodiac. Okay? And it just so happens that tonight is a new full moon. Yes, tonight at 10:05 p.m. Pacific time, October 16, 2020, is the new moon, and it is rolling into Scorpio. Yes. And coincidentally, or it's no coincidence, that the moon and the Scorpio, okay, both feminine energies. Okay, are you listening? The moon and the sign of Scorpio are both feminine energies. Check it out. Check the facts out, okay? And Scorpio is a water sign, right? And we definitely know, we can tell we're influenced by the cycles of the moon and as the tides roll in and out. When the full moon comes around, the wild and crazy werewolves come out, right? The energy shifts and changes, and we feel it. We feel it because in our birth chart, all the alignments of the planets are lined up that day of our birth. And so where they all land in whatever house they land in individually on the zodiac wheel, that's how it's going to influence you in your life when planets go retrograde and when they go direct and when they have alignments and conjunctions and triads and triangles and trifectas. Yes, it all influences us. And tonight we have a double feminine energy going on. So if you have feminine energy in your chart, whether it be your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising, your Venus, whatever. Wherever that feminine energy is, may be influenced tonight by this new moon that's in the sign of Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio in your birth chart, wherever that Scorpio is where it may influence you. The energy, the feminine energy. And we have double feminine energy. And no, we're not talking about earth, wind, and fire. And that's what I was playing at the opening intro of this message was earth, wind, and fire. That's the way of the world, right? Check that song out if you haven't heard it already. The credits will be in the description box below. We are, and we love Earth, Wind, and Fire. They're back at it. More power to you guys. You guys rock forever. And in honor of you guys and the four elements, all four elements, earth, air, water, and fire, okay? All four elements are represented on the table, and we're going to see how the four elements are influencing us now, how they've influenced us in the past, how they're going to influence us now, and how they're going to influence us in the future if we let them. So invite this Invite the elementals in, okay? Because especially tonight, you divine feminines and divine masculines, if you're leaning heavy on the divine masculine energy, invite this new moon energy into your life tonight. Okay? If you're riding a little bit too much on the feminine energy, invite this new moon feminine energy to relax a little bit and let the divine masculine come in to take their place. Right? So that's what we're talking about right now. It's very simple. It's elemental, my dear twin flames. Okay? It's all about fire, water, earth, and air. We got it covered right here. Okay? And just to mention, the full moon on the 31st will be in Taurus. Okay? The full moon, the next full moon, the harvest moon, the hunter moon, the hunter's moon, the blue moon, once in a blue moon, this next full moon on Halloween night is going to be in the zodiac sign of Taurus. So wherever Taurus lands in your chart, in your birth chart, that is where it will influence you most, this next full moon. So keep that in mind, that you're not just your sun sign. Truly, your sun sign rules, okay? That ruling planet rules, that is your ruling sign at the top of the list, where the sun is, because the sun is the center of our galaxy, right? So, not to digress too much, all of this plays a part in who you are and where you're going, okay? And it definitely influences us, and we need to make sure it influences us in the good way. Because like this retrograde thing, okay? Mercury was in retrograde when I was born. So Mercury in retrograde, for me, yeah, I may mix my words up or some electronics may get haywire, but for me, Mercury in retrograde and all the other planets that were in retrograde when I was born, it's a good thing. It's power for me to embrace, right? It's energy for me to embrace. And not to overstep the power of Mercury in retrograde, okay? It's to be embraced, not as a bad thing, but as an enhancement, right? So how your birth chart is laid out is important, and the elements where they are in your chart is indeed critical to your divine path, where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. Let's get into it, okay? Finally, let's get into it. So we're going to start out with Earth. We're going to go into the air. Then we'll do fire and water last. Okay? Earth, air, fire, and water. We're going to rake our leaves. Always got to rake our leaves or they'll pile up, right? That's the analogy of these leaves. If you don't rake your leaves, they're just going to pile up and pile up and pile up. Pretty soon you have a big, mulchy, rotty mess there on the ground to clean up. Yes, it's good for Mother Nature in some cases, but it's not good for your lawn, right? Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to this. It's elemental, my dear twin flames. It really is this simple. So when you follow your divine path, know that we're connected to all things, and all things are connected to us. So here we go, starting with Earth, the Butterfly Oracle deck. This is a Doreen Virtue deck. Please, my Divine Spirit and the Butterfly Oracle offers up the elemental information we need for our journey. Yes. The 4 elements are going to help us out today and give us some wisdom, because it's really this simple. It's elemental, my dear twin flames. You know, my pun on that is, it's elemental, my dear Watson, Sherlock Holmes, right? Yeah, well, all you Sherlock Holmes people out there that are researching and looking and struggling with this journey, it's really quite elemental, okay? So let's get to this. Please, my divine spirit and the butterfly oracle offers up the guidance and wisdom we need from Mother Earth, from Gaia, from the butterflies. Experts at transformation, the butterflies are. Note, our channel name, 1111 Butterfly 1111 Butterfly Effect, like I can speak. Yeah. Mercury retrograde? Retrograde? Maybe. Okay, here we go. We're going to cut the deck. Divine Spirit says we're ready to roll. So, this is our advice and wisdom from Mother Earth, Gaia, okay, and the butterflies, experts at transformation. A new career is abounding. For some of you in the recent past, up until today, a new career has been in the making. Some of you are leaving old jobs, corporate jobs, jobs that no longer taste good anymore, feel good, go with your flow. New careers are abounding. And that's a good thing. Spiritual growth, yes. For all of us here on this twin flame journey, we are growing in leaps and bounds right now. For some of us, really, I think it's because we're approaching we have hit the last quarter of 2020. We are in the last quarter of the year, and it's push time, people. It's push time for twin flame unions to take place, for people to do their work, do their healing and spiritual growth, to leave behind that which no longer serves them and get into mission. Right. Yeah, leaving. What did I just say? Leaving behind that which no longer serves you. Right? Yeah, we're just going to go with these 3. We're not pulling a 4th card on today's reading. And to get through this fast, we're going to try and just run through it. Like I said, some of you are leaving jobs that don't serve you anymore. You found out the companies don't follow your beliefs and thought processes, your morals and ethics, right? That are changing. Because you're going through a spiritual and personal growth. That's happening right now for some of you. If it's not, it's about to happen. For others of you, it's about to finish. And go on to the next level. You're leaving that stuff behind you and going to the next level of your personal and spiritual growth. So, new career, just to double check here, this card signals a happy change in your work life, even if that change doesn't seem to be under your control. Like you've lost your job over this pandemic thing, for instance. Right? Rest assured that your career track is heading in the right direction and you are learning much needed skills and lessons along the way. True story, everything that we go through is in preparation for what we're about to embark on. The more you can stay focused on your highest visions, the smoother and faster you'll travel along your career path. However, do stay flexible, as exciting new doors may open for you unexpectedly. This is a good time for you to make an employment change, provided that you're done planning and self-assessment first. So, don't just quit your job on an impulse. In other words, you gotta pay the bills, right? That's what we're talking about here. Okay, be smart about it. Plan ahead, right? Instead of impulsively switching jobs, you're guided to research, prepare, and then take action. Grow a little bit at a time. Baby steps if need be. Don't quit your day job if you're not making money at your night job, okay? Right? Exciting part-time work can be at hand here. You can let this grow on a part-time basis. Then when you know you're ready to move to the next step and leave your corporate job or leave your current choice of career and change, move to that towards that new endeavor you've planned for and organized and created. It's ready to level up. Starting, some of you will be starting your own businesses or already have started your own business. Some of you partnering up with people. Spiritual partnerships are taking place. Meeting with a new career counselor. Changing your resume altogether. Creating your own products. Trusting your business ideas. Trusting your divine path. Again, for some of you, people are going to be being brought into your life for a purpose. Maybe to help you fund your business, maybe to be business partners in it, maybe to help you do the work. Silent partner or not, taking, some of you will take classes towards your new career. I'm doing some of that right now because, I lost my part-time job over this pandemic, and the things I've been doing in construction for the last 30 years to pay my bills, I can't, it's not in my best, highest interest to do anymore. Okay? So it is time to make changes, and those changes are taking place. I'm taking action, and the changes that need to take place, the things that need to come in and leave, it's happening because I'm moving forward in my mission and moving forward and striving towards doing my work and healing myself, going through my personal and spiritual growth so that I can, receive my abundance. And believe me, it's coming in. When you live in great gratitude, you'll see the proof. When you accept your divine self, go through your spiritual and personal growth, you will receive the rewards. And I'm not just talking money. I'm talking body, mind, and soul, really. Spiritual growth is part of the journey. You can't go around living a low energy frequency vibration life and expect your spiritual growth to take place. You can't have it both ways. You got to give up your old life for your new life. In one form or another, one way or another, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, some relationships are ending because they no longer serve your highest good. And that is the universe, the air element, telling you so. Spiritual growth. This card signifies that the change you're currently in the midst of or contemplating, thinking about, is part of your spiritual growth. It will bring about great blessings, even if the challenges present themselves along the way. As this experience comes to a conclusion, you'll know that you're very strong indeed. That which makes you doesn't kill you make you stronger, the old saying, right? In fact, this situation will push you to leave behind your comfort zone. You'll reach deep inside to a reservoir of strength that you did not know you had. This strength is both peaceful and powerful, and it helps you learn new life lessons, as well as let go of old pain and forgive your past. Yes. When you go through spiritual growth, your whole life changes. You get to a certain point there, you go past the point of no return. There's no turning back. Your whole life will take a 180-degree turn, spiritually, personally, inside out. Okay? And it all starts with self. Okay? Letting go, leaving that which does not serve you behind. Person, place, or thing, sex, drugs, or rock and roll. Okay? Yeah. It says it right here. The situation will push you to leave behind your comfort zone. Spiritual growth and personal growth. You won't want to hang out with those low-vibing people anymore. It will turn your stomach in some cases, okay? You won't want to participate in low-vibing behavior because it doesn't feel good anymore. You won't be able to partake in a gregarious or gluttonous lifestyle, selfish and arrogant, so on and so forth lifestyle. It won't feel good anymore. It does not suit you anymore. And therein lies the struggle and the fight. If you want, don't surrender to it and let go of that no longer serves you, you will continue to struggle. Okay? So, you accept, surrender to the plan, accept what's going on with you, your personal and spiritual growth. You will, because the universe will let it happen, and, it will happen without your approval. Okay? If you're on this spiritual path, divine spirit will help you along. It'll push you to leave behind your comfort zone. Okay? Leaving. Yeah. This card confirms what you already know. It is time to leave a toxic situation. You've done your best to heal the conditions, but sometimes the circumstances become intolerable, and the healthiest choice is to move on. This naturally brings up feelings of confusion and insecurity. However, rest assured that whenever you're on the right path, which you are, everything works out for the best. It's true. You just got to have faith and believe and trust in the plan. Your departure doesn't need to be sudden or drastic. Like a butterfly building a cocoon, you can plan and prepare for this transition right now. You can even make your exit gradual so that you feel comfortable and secure doing this healthy change. You got to let go of fear. Just like I said in the post the other day. Step out of your comfort zone. Let go of fear. Who would want to stay there with false evidence appearing real, right? Sex, drug, and rock and roll. Releasing addiction, letting go of something that has control over you to the degree of your detriment is critical. And if you need help, reach out for help. Divine will send you the help you need. If there's addiction or codependency, keeping you stuck. Okay? And in some cases, some of you may be leaving that situation. Don't feel bad about it or guilty about it, because if it happens, it's supposed to happen. Okay? If you've done the work and you've gone through your personal and spiritual growth, you will not want to stay there. So let it happen. Let it go so it can flow, right? That's what we're talking about here. So let's see what we have here. Earth. Let's do air. Fire and water is last, right? So be open to things, because your spiritual and personal growth are opening new doors for you, divine feminines and divine masculines. For you and the person you're thinking of, you're on a twin flame journey and you're at this level of the journey, you're mirroring each other. whether there's communication or not. Things are taking place, change is taking place, and things that don't serve you or your beloved anymore are going bye-bye. Okay? Either that or you or the person you're thinking of are leaving the situation or circumstance, because new spiritual personal growth is taking place, and people are changing jobs, changing their lives, because they no longer fit with their old life. It just is. So it is. And so it is. Okay, let's see what air has to say. This is Earth. The universe has my back. Yeah. Okay? The universe has your back. No matter what you may be thinking, or no matter what how things are appearing. Okay? The universe has your back. So trust in the plan and let things unfold. For those of you starting new careers, don't worry. For those of you who are thinking about it, take that risk. Don't quit your day job if you got to pay your bills and feed your kids, but start it out, okay? Because spiritual growth is happening. Yeah, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Yes, when you do the work and do the healing, let your spiritual and personal growth take place, you attract the support you need from the universe, which is what I said. If you need the help, ask, and the universe will answer. God, source, the universe, however you want to look at it. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Did you hear that? I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So you or the person you're thinking of is letting go. They're leaving that which does not serve them anymore, and they are moving toward their love with the eyes of love. Yeah, the universe has your back. Are you listening? Boom. Let's check out what fire has to say. Okay? Thank you, Divine Spirit. Thank you, the Power of Love, Affirmation Oracle. Please join us here at the table and offer us up what the advice and wisdom from the element of fire. So we have earth and air right there that are confirming each other. Okay? Confirming each other. In my opinion, I'm in agreement with Spirit and Oracle that these are confirming each other. Leaving, letting go. Spiritual growth. When I connect to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. That's spiritual growth. The universe has my back. When anything, new beginnings occur, yes, they're occurring because the universe has your back. So let's see what the element of fire has to offer for you and the person you're thinking of out there for the days ahead, this last quarter of the year. However this lines up for your timeline, just know that it's this simple. It's elemental, my dear twin flames. You are influenced by all four elements. When you embrace the journey and go through your spiritual and personal growth, let go of what no longer serves you, you attract what support you need and who you need in, right? And yes, evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Evolution is indeed taking place when you go through your spiritual growth. Evolution is taking place when you leave your comfort zone and move forward in mission and follow and trust the divine plan. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Yeah, starting with self. Self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. Yeah. And look at that, all the colors of the rainbow there, right? It all starts with self. Spiritual and personal growth begins with self-love. When you are connected to your joyful presence, you attract the support from the universe you need. Obstacles or not, okay? Self-love helps you realize it's this elemental, okay? Yeah, self-love and forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Again, leaving and letting go. Past hurts, forgiveness, confirming each other. Okay? Leaving is letting go of the shadow of the past and seeing someone for the first time in the eyes of love. Forgiving yourself and forgiving those that have hurt you, you are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Past, shadow of the past, past hurts, leaving. More confirmation, left and right and center from the elements. Earth, air, fire, and now water. We're going to close this out with a message from water, okay? Our emotional element, okay? Water that is all about deep within, deep relationships, deep passion, deep love, okay? Water is all about deep, the depth of something, okay? The depth of a relationship, the depth of your emotions, your feelings, your love, the depth of a hurt, of a childhood wound, okay? Well, let us ask my divine spirit and the water element through the mermaids. Ask the mermaids to bring forth their water wisdom and guidance for this. It's elemental, my dear twin flames. It's this simple, okay? We are influenced by all four elements, and when we be open to this, we can accept the plan, embrace the journey. All four elements help us through this journey. Because remember, the universe has your back. Mother Earth is helping you with your growth. Okay? The fire element is helping you expand your growth. Evolve with self-love and forgiveness to achieve your ultimate, which is this. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Thank you, messages from the mermaids. Offers up some guidance and final advice and confirmation for this. It's elemental, my dear twin flames. It's this simple. Here we go. Free spirit. Yeah, that's evolution, all right, of personal and spiritual growth. You do set yourself free. You let go of those things that are holding you back, keeping you bound, keeping you stuck. You are free from that when you follow the divine plan, embrace your journey, okay? Surrender and let the universe and source help you go through your spiritual and personal growth. Let go and leave that which does not serve you anymore. You become a free spirit. And that, the action to move forward is to live in great gratitude for all that is, all that was, and all that will be. And that'll propel you forward, push you out of your comfort zone into your divine path, your divine journey, which is divinely guided and protected here. And this is proof, because it's magic. Yes, it's like magic, okay? Miracles are magical, and magic is miraculous. Remember that. Okay? Let's just confirm this here real quick. Okay? Real quick here. Free spirit. Express yourself and allow your spirit to feel free. Be aware of the confines and restrictions placed upon you by yourself and others. Yeah, free yourself. It's nobody else's right to rule over you. Okay? This mermaid says it's fun to feel free. This doesn't mean shrinking your responsibilities, though. It's important and possible to find a balance between fulfilling your wild and free spirit while honoring your responsibilities, especially when others are involved or are relying on you. Being a free spirit might kindle romantic thoughts of a nomadic lifestyle. Although this might not be practical for you, it's still worth considering ways you can express this desire, for example, by taking a backpacking holiday or similar. Do you feel free? Okay. Well, what's going to help that is surrendering to the plan, accepting your divine self, who you are, your authentic self, right? Moving forward, taking action, loving yourself, forgiving. Okay? All those things, living in great gratitude. Develop an attitude of gratitude and watch the world around you change for the better. Is your cup half empty or half full? It's always half full, no matter how you look at it. Come on. This mermaid has swum into your reading today to remind you to be grateful. She says it's easy to be grateful for the good things in life, but imagine if you could be grateful for everything, knowing that the universe never makes a mistake. Contemplate that concept, even if you find it a little challenging. The act of being grateful is almost like a magic spell. Magic. Counting your blessings is another way of expressing gratitude. No matter what your situation, know there's always someone somewhere who has an even more challenging life than you. It might not make your current experience any easier to deal with, but it does help to put things into perspective. Yeah, it sure does. Right? Gratitude. Right? Like, it's magic, okay? Open your eyes and heart to wonder and magic. Life is full of magical occurrences. A magical gift will soon be received or given. Okay? Are you open to receiving? Are you giving enough to give? Get? Give a little to get a little, right? The story of life. It's not tit for tat. You don't give to get something in return. You give to give. Your reward is what you get in return. Right? How we see the Merlin in his cave. Here we see Merlin in his cave, He's a powerful and wise wizard who weaves magic between the sea and the land. He's giving the magical Merfairy a pearl of wisdom so that she may receive an innate wisdom of the land and ocean, bringing harmony to both and also creating a union between the merfolk and the fairy folk. Both communities love and care for their respective environments, the land and the ocean, so they have common interests and can work together for the benefit of the planet and for the highest good of all beings, which is what this whole message is about. Okay? Togetherness. We are influenced by all four elements of the planet, of our galaxy, of our universe. Universal laws, okay? For us humans here on planet, we're talking about earth, air, fire, and water. So no matter what you fall under, and I'm a fire sign, but my sun sign is Sagittarius, that's a fire sign. My moon sign is Scorpio, that's water sign. I'm a triple Sagittarius. On the day I was born, I'm a triple Sagittarius and a double Scorpio. Right there. Boom. So catch that, huh? A perfect balance would be 3 and 3, but I have a Cancer, Gemini cusp rising. And I believe my Venus, I forget where my Venus is. I'll have to study that up a little bit. But you see what I mean? We're not just our sun sign, and certainly all four elements, earth, wind, and fire. No, no, no. I'm not talking about the band. Earth, air, fire, and water. All four elements influence us on a daily basis, and it is definitely influenced by the alignment of the planets. And today we have a new moon in Scorpio, and the moon is feminine, and the sign of Scorpio is feminine. So we have a double feminine moment happening here, experience, portal, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I suggest that you seize this moment to move forward and forge forward fearlessly. No harm, no foul. Okay, don't do any harm and hurt anybody, but seize the feminine energy. If you're a little bit on the masculine side, divine masculine, seize that energy to balance you out. And you divine feminines, if you're a little bit, heavy on the masculine, use that for balance. If you're a little bit heavy on the feminine, ask for balance. Okay? Ask for the four elements to help balance you. And put your bare feet on Mother Earth at the same time, and it'll happen. I guarantee it. Okay? On that note, thank you all for joining us here with It's Elemental, my dear twin flames. I hope you found this interesting and got some messages out of it for you and the person you're thinking of. Stay safe out there. If you like what you see in here, please hit that like button and subscribe to 1111 Butterfly Effect. It all helps out, helps the channel grow, it helps us grow, it helps you grow. Put your energy in this, and it allows the source and the guides and the archangels and the ancestors to bring out messages for you. So, till next time, take care and stay aware. Thanks. Bye-bye.